President Ram Nath Kovind presents National Sports Awards at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Militant ambush in Manipur kills 7, including 46 Assam Rifles commanding officer. "46 militants from Dimasa National Liberation Army lay down arms in a surrender ceremony. Union Minister for Law Kiren Rijiju launches Citizens Tele Law mobile app. And Railways issue order to discontinue special tag for mail and express trains. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Jushna Borwa with the news in detail. President Ram Nath Kovind gave away the National Sports Awards 2021 at a function in Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award were given to 12 sportspersons, including boxer Lavlina Borgohain, athlete Neeraj Chopra and wrestler Ravi Kumar. Meanwhile, 35 sportspersons received the Arjuna Award. The President also presented the Dronacharya Award to outstanding coaches in sports and games, Dhyan Chand Award for lifetime achievement in sports and the games, and Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar.
Shri Ravi Kumar.
In an unfortunate incident, the 46 Assam Rifles commanding officer, along with his wife, minor son and 4 more soldiers, died in a militant ambush near Sekhen village, 65 kilometers from Churachandpur district headquarters of Manipur at 10:30 in the morning today. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh strongly condemned the cowardly attack in a tweet. He said that the state forces and paramilitary are already on their job to track down the militants and the perpetrators will be brought to justice. Similarly, Union Minister for Defence Rajnath Singh also took to his Twitter handle and said that the cowardly act on the Assam Rifles convoy is extremely painful and condemnable. He forwarded his condolences to the bereaved families. In yet another important development, 46 militants of the Dimasa National Liberation Army surrendered today at Khepre Bazar in Dima Hasao district. The cadres laid down their arms in a surrender ceremony in the presence of Special Branch ADGP Hiren Nath and other senior police officers. Meanwhile, it may be mentioned that the outfit had earlier declared ceasefire and had decided to return to the mainstream. Union Home Minister Amit Shah urged the people of the country to speak in their local languages and said that the regional languages can only be strengthened when the Hindi language will be rich and prosperous. Inaugurating the first Akhil Bharatiya Raj Bhasha Sammelan at Deen Dayal Hastakala Shankul in Varanasi today, Shah informed that his ministry is doing maximum work in Hindi language. Lamenting about the situation of Hindi language in the country, he said that the Hindi language was neglected for 75 years after independence, but a new chapter will begin from today with the first Akhil Bharatiya Raj Bhasha Sammelan.
हिंदी सभी स्थानीय भाषाओं की सहेली है, सखी है और सखियों के बीच में कभी अंतर नहीं होता। राजभाषा का विकास तभी हो सकता है जब स्थानीय भाषाओं का विकास होगा और स्थानीय भाषा विकास सातत्यपूर्ण तरीके से तभी विकसित हो सकती है जब राजभाषा एक देश भर के अंदर मजबूत हो।
Union Minister for Law Kiren Rijiju today launched the Citizens Tele Law mobile app and felicitated frontline functionaries as a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at a function in New Delhi. This app would connect the beneficiaries directly with panel lawyers offering legal advice and consultation. Post the launch, the mobile app in Android version would be available on Google Play Store for download. Meanwhile, Rijiju said this app will go a long way in serving the people of the country in terms of legal aspects. The Supreme Court of India today took a serious view of the severe pollution engulfing Delhi NCR and told the government to consider declaring a 2-day lockdown to curb the pollution. Hearing a plea to check air pollution in the National Capital Region, Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramanna led a Supreme Court bench asked if emergency measures like lockdown for a few days could be imposed to tackle the AQI levels. The top court also observed that air pollution is a serious situation and the deteriorating air quality has compelled people to wear masks even at home. The Railways has issued an order to discontinue the special tag for mail and express trains and revert to pre-pandemic ticket prices with immediate effect. In a letter to the zonal railways, the Railway Board said trains will now be operated with their regular numbers and pre-pandemic fares. Meanwhile, it may be mentioned that the Railways has been running only special trains since the lockdown was eased. Time now for a short commercial break. More stories to follow. Stay tuned.
3 महीने में पैसे डबल।
वाह, फास्ट और हाई रिटर्न्स भी।
क्या स्कीम है? कल तो नहीं थी यहाँ।
और कल होगा भी नहीं।
तूने कभी 5 ओवर में डबल सेंचुरी मारी है?
ऐसे स्कीम के बहकावे में आके हम धोखा खा सकते हैं।
और आरबीआई कहता है अपना पैसा सुरक्षित रखो और समझदारी से निवेश करो। अगर ज्यादा रिटर्न के पीछे भागोगे तो रिस्क भी उतना ही उठाओगे।
और फास्ट रिटर्न से बच के।
और फास्ट बॉलिंग से भी।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma visited the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya to congratulate it for being the first private university from the northeast India to be ranked Grade A by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. On the same occasion, Sangma also unveiled a statue of Mahatma Gandhi in the UST premises. Meanwhile, the program was also graced by Dr. S.P. Agarwal, Director, NESAC, and Professor Prabha Kumar Shukla, Vice Chancellor, NEHU.
To get that, and it is the leadership in the USTM, it is the teamwork in the USTM that has been able to achieve this really, really high goal, I should say.
In the COVID update from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has a total of 44 active cases, followed by 54,888 discharged cases. The dead account for 280, reporting 1,870 active cases. Assam has a caseload of 6,04,303 released cases. The tally for the dead is 6,043. Manipur has recorded 790 active cases and 1,21,651 released cases. The death toll is 1,942. Weighed down by 296 active cases, Meghalaya has 82,248 released cases, while the death toll touched 1,462. In Mizoram, the number of active cases is 5,654, followed by 1,22,105 cured cases. The count for the dead is 458. Meanwhile, with 167 active cases, Nagaland has a total of 31,114 released cases. The dead account for 692. Sikkim has 129 active cases, while the discharged cases touched a total of 31,562. The death toll is 400. Finally, Tripura has recorded a total of 123 active cases, 83,716 cured cases, while the death toll stands at 816. And in the COVID update from across the nation, more than 111.40 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive, with 58,42,000 doses having been administered in the last 24 hours. As per the Health Ministry data, over 11,000 new cases were reported during the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is currently at 98.26%. Over 12,000 people have recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the total recoveries to 3,38,26,483. Meanwhile, India's active caseload currently stands at over 1,36,000, whereas 555 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total death toll in the country to 4,63,245. The 3-day annual post-harvest festival in Meghalaya of the Garos, the 100 Drums Festival, began on Thursday at Wangala A Dam, Chibrage near Tura. Wangala is the biggest festival of the Garos and is basically a post-harvest Thanksgiving ceremony to Missy Saljong deity who gives in plenty. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on the occasion took to his Twitter handle and said that the Wangala committee continues to do a tremendous job in organizing the Wangala festival annually. He also informed that a part installment of Rs 20 lakh from the total 50 lakh assistance for organizing the festival was handed over. In the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup, Australia will clash with New Zealand in the summit clash tomorrow at the Dubai International Stadium. Meanwhile, Australia had earlier defeated Pakistan by 5 wickets at the second semi-final at Dubai, and New Zealand had stormed into the finals after beating England by 5 wickets in the first semi-final at Abu Dhabi. To end the news, the main points once again. President Ramnath Kovind presents National Sports Awards at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Militant ambush in Manipur kills 7, including 46 Assam Rifles commanding officer. "46 militants from Dimasa National Liberation Army lay down arms in a surrender ceremony. Union Minister for Law Kiren Rijiju launches Citizens Tele-Law mobile app. And Railways issue order to discontinue special tag for mail and express trains. And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.